floor for Mr. Winston China on the modelling experience, which he brings to Arab client engagements. Lawrence is particularly passionate about supporting clients in the Malaysian property and infrastructure markets to help them understand their direction, travel and opportunities. Lawrence has influenced the adoption of automation and digital in the delivery of Arab services, which culminated in the 2022 Business Excellence Award by the British Malaysian Chamber of Commerce for Technology and Innovation. Please welcome Lawrence Young.
Thank you very much, Alex, for the introduction. Arab has been involved in Line 3 since 2018, so we have quite intimate knowledge about the project. Our involvement in 2018 was more on this civil reference design, but since 2021 we have also been involved in systems, and Vic Ash later on will provide some insight to it as well. So I'll start off with the overall map of the Circle Line. As mentioned by Rizwan just now, the APAT has just been given a provisional approval, and public inspection will be due soon. So I can't actually share more than what I've got here in terms of the alignment. So if you're expecting to see more, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But what I'll try and do is provide some insight to how we came about deriving the alignment. As mentioned by Winston as well, a lot of the information that we base on is actually where stations will be located, where catchments might be. So we actually worked with Winston's team to try and iterate through some of those issues. In some instances, maybe a station could be located close to one area, but maybe there were challenges in terms of alignment. But what we've seen now here is, I suppose, a coordinated outcome where catchments and alignment align. I will go through a bit more in terms of how the design is derived. But I'd just like to highlight before I go on, because this is probably the last time you see this slide when I go on to the other slides. Just to highlight that there are three underground segments along this Circle Line. On the top left, you can see the red and black alignments, which is going from, effectively soon after Mont Kiara, and then daylighting just after Jalan Kuching. It may become apparent later on as I try to explain why that's the case. The other section is between Rejang and Setiawangsa on the top right, and then on the bottom left we have the UM section. So as I said earlier on, there may be a number of factors that influence it. So I've put in some of this criteria in a circle, not because it's a circle line, but because it is an iterative process that we go through. So each of these items have an impact on the final outcome that we've got. So for example, if you talk about station planning, you may have a particular location which is ideal for the station location, but we may have challenges on track alignment. So we may need to then assess whether that location for the station need to be adjusted or not. Similarly, if the alignment was in an ideal position, but there are constructability issues, then again we need to review that. So each of these items will be looked at one by one to make sure that everything is giving us an optimal outcome. I will go through in greater detail some of these factors. I will not cover environmental social because that was done by another consultant under direct employment for MRT Corp. But just to say that their input was also part of our assessment. So going on to station planning, as I said earlier on, where the station might be would have to cater for where the catchment would be. So typically the station could be within a sort of 100-meter sort of area of the ideal locations. But we will always look at accessibility, where's the station in terms of other facilities. In the diagram on the right, as you can see, it is actually an interchange station. So we're looking at where the MRT station should be in relation to LRT or KTM, etc. But